Good morning. Welcome to your forecast discussion for July 1st, 2013, as we get ready for this short week, followed by the 4th of July weekend starting on Thursday. Well, really, for a lot of people, Wednesday afternoon. Unfortunately, today we're going to be dealing with quite a bit of rain, and the weather pattern in place doesn't look like it's going to be changing anytime soon. Currently, this morning, as of 7:50 a.m., we have temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s along the immediate coast, lower to mid 70s almost everywhere else. A few areas where we're seeing some heavier rainfall, temperatures have fallen back into the 60s, closer to dew point. We also have dew points in the lower 70s here, and what this all means is that we have a very humid, very tropical air mass in place. We have rainfall lifting north and east, very heavy rainfall over the Philadelphia metropolitan area right now. And temperatures today basically going to range in the lower to mid 80s with periods of heavy rainfall, very high levels of humidity. You'll see your temperatures vary depending on where the heavy rain is. Where the heavy rain is located, temperatures will fall back towards the dew points and you'll be in the mid 70s and then quickly shoot back into the lower 80s as some sun breaks out here and there. So basically, we're dealing with a very tropical air mass in place. Now, here is the current surface map. This is a washed out cold front right here, this weak trough. And this trough here, which you can see right there as I'm going back and forth, is basically enhancing and lifting all this moisture in the atmosphere. So as you can see here, there's plenty of humidity in the atmosphere, very high dew points in the 70s. And we have the wind coming from the south and southeast, right off of the Atlantic, basically a source region right around the Bahamas. And you get lifting and all this moisture in the atmosphere, and you end up with periods of heavy rain. Now, this morning, very heavy rainfall is setting up over the Philadelphia metropolitan area and basically along the Delaware River. And this heavy rain will continue to lift north and east and continue to train over the same location and expand in coverage throughout the day as more lifting increases throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. So if you're not getting heavy rain now, unfortunately, you will be in the afternoon and evening. And the potential for this heavy rainfall will lead to the development of flash flooding throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. Rainfall amounts due to this heavy rain will range from 1 to 3 inches along the coast, especially over portions of Long Island, more likely to see about an inch of rain as you move further and further inland, closer to 3 inches. Over the Delaware River and throughout much of eastern Pennsylvania, look for rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches, but locally higher amounts with heavy downpours. Now, why over eastern Pennsylvania and not along the coast? Well, let me show you. First, the infrared satellite picture shows this stalled out boundary here, and this boundary is going to enhance lifting over these locations and just to the east of this boundary. So as a result, you're more likely to see heavy rain train in these locations. And that's exactly what we're seeing this morning. So as a result, with more rainfall focused over eastern Pennsylvania, higher rainfall amounts are expected. However, when we look at the water vapor satellite picture, you can see this disturbance here lifting north. Now, this disturbance will lift north and northwest towards basically the central Great Lakes. And that will lead to stronger lifting, which we can see here, lifting up towards the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. So that's why this afternoon this heavy rainfall will expand in coverage and showers and thunderstorms will break out throughout the entire Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area this afternoon and evening. These thunderstorms will generally feature very heavy downpours, wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, and frequent lightning. Key note here, most of these thunderstorms are not going to be severe. But the thunderstorms that do reach severe levels are going to be rather impressive with wind gusts over 60 miles per hour and hail. So if you get a severe thunderstorm, stay in your car, stay safe, get into a secure location, and please do not try to drive through submerged roadways because you don't know how deep that water is and it could lead to a lot of unfortunate problems. Another thing I want to point out on the water vapor, you see this dry air? That's our Bermuda high. This Bermuda high is getting stronger, and that means the hazy, hot, and wet weather conditions are not leaving anytime soon. So here is the latest forecast from the European model guidance via the Penn State UL website. Now take a look at this 500 millibar pattern over the next couple of days. See, one thing that doesn't change? That ridge. That ridge over the western Atlantic. That's over the next 10 days. So what can we expect with this type of weather pattern? Well, basically temperatures after today, basically ranging in the mid to upper 80s along the coast, upper 80s to lower 90s over the Philadelphia metropolitan area, Delaware River Valley, New York City metropolitan area. That's going to lead to, with all this humidity in the air, heat index anywhere from the lower to mid 90s, possibly pushing into the upper 90s. And of course, a constant threat every day, regardless of the time, of showers and thunderstorms. And these thunderstorms will be capable of producing very heavy downpours, tropical like downpours, frequent lightning, wind gusts over 40 miles per hour, small hail, and a few of these thunderstorms could reach severe levels. So basically, we have that threat any time of the day. The best potential, of course, would be in the afternoon and evening with more heating and more instability in the atmosphere. But really, any time of the day, you'll see the potential for these showers and thunderstorms. If you're not getting showers and thunderstorms in the morning, you have a high potential for seeing fog and locally dense fog at that. And if it's not raining or thundering, or if there's not fog, then you're going to be dealing with hazy sunshine, high levels of humidity, and just a muggy, sticky air mass that is not going away anytime soon. So if you have plans for the 4th of July weekend, as most people do, make plans where you might have to shift to events more indoors for a stray shower or thunderstorm. Don't cancel your outdoor plans because it won't be widespread every day, but think of it like as if you're living in Florida. Every day there's going to be a chance of a thunderstorm, and so as a result, be prepared to have to move indoors if you get impacted by one of those thunderstorms. That's your forecast for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.